like Trials, and apparently I'm not alone. The popular stunt bike series has been around since the early noughties, when it was no more than a stuttery flash game played on school laptops. Since then, it's exploded into an over-the-top and all-round rage-inducing series, with each iteration striving to be more extreme than the last. Yeah, okay, I think they get it. Now, many argue the most recent release, Trials Fusion, failed to innovate and instead focused too hard on the more outlandish aspects of the series, jumping the proverbial shark on the back of a literal unicorn. It also had one of the most painful earworms in the history of video game music. Stop it, shut up! So with the release of Trials Rising right around the corner, we just had to ask, is the Trials series back on track? You get it? Sitting down with the game, my first surprise came in the form of a familiar face, fellow Aussie and Trials expert Fat Shady, who joined me on the couch to run me through the game's tutorials. Bit of overkill really, considering the guy then proceeds to show up in the game doing the exact same thing.
My name is Professor Fat Shady, and I'll be here throughout your journey to teach you all you need to know about riding a Trials bike.
Turns out developer Redlinks was so impressed with his Trials YouTube videos, they decided to bring him on board as the official professor for the University of Trials, a collection of tutorials designed and voiced by the man himself.
Apply the gas gently and focus on getting to the finish line.
So we don't need you in here? Get out. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. But they are a great resource for newcomers to the series, as well as a handy testing ground to get yourself back into the Trials flow of things. Top work, Professor. The devs clearly were looking to up their game with Rising, and that's evident in all of the game's systems. For instance, track selection has evolved from simple lists of the series past to an entire world map where course selections are themed around iconic locations and environments. This makes the tracks themselves feel more grounded than the bland, glossy, futuristic fusion. They're still punishingly difficult and require a satisfying mix of raw skill and trials and error to complete. But now they just ooze personality, and they are very pretty to look at too. At the end of each region or league, a new challenge known as Stadium Finals acts as a kind of boss battle, taking the best parts from the multiplayer and weaving them into the main progression campaign. These are a series of elimination events which knock out half the field each race until only one remains. And a victory here unlocks new leagues and tracks for you to then tackle. But it's not all serious racing. Skill games return as a way to blow off some steam. And extensive customization options will make you and your bike truly horrific to look at. Check out my creepy clown, would have made Barjo proud. But the piece de resistance of stupid fun has to be the new tandem mode. This allows two players to simultaneously control an unwieldy two-seater bike, which goes about as well as you'd expect. It's a fantastically unnecessary addition that promises plenty of lols.
We're good. Oh!
After a decent chunk of time with the game, I was starting to get that all too familiar feeling of wanting to break something, which I guess is a good thing with Trials. Overall though, it seems Redlinks want to refocus on making an experience closer to the core of what the Trials series has always been about. Simple controls, challenging level design, a whole bunch of bang for your buck. Oh, and here's a nice touch, menu music that's not excruciatingly shit.